What's up, guys? It's your girl, Emily Curl, here at iHeart today, and I am joined by the insanely talented producer, artist, singer, songwriter, Finneas! Welcome, Finneas! Woo!
Thanks for having me.
We're so glad you're here, and I really want to put your music memory to the test today. So we're playing a game called Simon. Have you ever played before? Besides just before we started rolling?
Yes, I've played a couple times before, yeah.
Okay,
but not in the last decade, I don't think.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be new.
Yeah.
So it's a game that got super popular in the 70s and 80s, and essentially it just tests your music memory. So it's
Why
going to play
do you
a sound.
think it was popular in the 70s and 80s?
That's a good question.
People like out of their mind on drugs, like pressing button. Here it sounds. Makes sense.
Okay, so yeah, so it gives you a sound, it gives you a tone, and you have to repeat the pattern.
That's right. So I've heard.
Okay, are you ready? How do you feel?
I'm excited.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna start it for you. And to kick it off, you press the green button.
Right.
Finneas, here we go. Finneas versus Simon. Easy so far. Let's pick it up speed. Child's play. Damn, my heart's pounding. How are you feeling, Finneas? Are you nervous?
I'm bored.
And now you're. It's not even. I was trying to be silent to help you, but you don't even need it. I can fully talk to you. We could have had the interview while you do this. How is this happening? I don't understand.
You want to do the
You're
interview?
done. Phineas, give it up. We have honestly in our video department, we have never seen anyone make it that far, and I'm actually shocked that you don't seem the slightest bit thrown off by that at all.
I was ready to be done.
You were done with it. The day that Finneas beats Simon in its own game. Wow, so impressed. Okay, now I want to ask you. I know
Sure.
you use some different noises sometimes in your songs.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider using the Simon game to remind you of this victory?
Yeah, that's like they're good. It's 4 pitches, right? It's da 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 da. Like you could make some weird sort of like beat out of it and then have like drums on it. It'd be cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I'm
I'll
down for
figure it
that.
out.
I feel like I'm going to be hearing that song playing over and over tonight as I fall asleep. I feel like we
too.
heard a lot of Simon.
Yeah.
Finneas is such a good sport. Okay, I want to transition and talk about you're coming off an incredible run at the Grammys. You won 5 awards, including Producer of the Year and Album of the Year, which is honestly so incredible.
It's like ridiculous.
Has
Yeah.
it sunk in yet? Are you still riding the high? Are you on cloud 9? What does that feel like for you?
I think like maybe in like a couple years I'll look back and be like, that was crazy. But right now it's just sort of shocking. Like the night it happened, it was like the same vibe as like what I would imagine like hitting a pedestrian in your car would feel like, where it happens and you hear the sound and you're like, no way. You're like, that did not just happen. And in both cases you would have to then take the stand. So
Of course.
yeah, it was super nerve-wracking, but we're incredibly grateful.
Yeah.
But it was really nerve-wracking, and we love all of the artists that we were nominated with, and so I think going into that night we were pretty excited in general, just because we love Lizzo and Lil Nas, and in the Best New Artist category we love Maggie and Yola and so many records. I mean, that Bon Iver album is so beautiful.
So you also produce with a lot of different artists.
Mm-hmm.
How does that process change when it comes to making and producing your own music?
Well, I think what I try to do, sometimes you work with like a brand new artist, but usually they come in with a kind of an identity, or at least like that's the kind of artist I want to work with, is somebody who comes
They
in with
know
like,
who they are. They know their brand.
yeah, they seem to know who they are, and and I can help them facilitate. If I'm referencing artists that I have already worked with, like a Camila Cabello, like she knows the kind of album she's trying to make. I remember the first time I met her, she was like, I want to show you this like board of all of the like visual references, you know, to set the tone for this album. She knew she wanted to make this album called Romance, and you know, I love working with people that have a really clear vision, and then it's just my job to help them like interpret that. And I think like to me as a producer, songwriter, it's kind of your job to like get out of the way of another artist. And I think what has been important with my own music, because people knew me first as like the dude writing with Billy and producing for Billy, was like I didn't want them to be like, oh yeah, he kind of makes everybody sound like that stuff. So to me it's like, no, the Billy stuff to me really just sounds like Billy. And then when I make my own stuff, that's the way that my artist project sounds, and I work with Tovlo, it sounds like Tovlo to me. You know what I mean?
loved Bikini Porn.
Do you like the song?
I loved it. Video's so cool. Song. Yeah, she
is just like, and really like, I don't know if you guys have had her in here, but like the coolest, nicest person. And like, I mean, I think Habits came out in like 2013 or 14, and I was like obsessed with that song, that whole album. I just thought it was so cool.
I love Tovlo too. Who else? You've collaborated with a lot of really amazing artists. Who else are you dying to work with that you haven't already?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, I know he was an On the Verge artist already, but like I have so much respect for Dominic Fike, and I just think Three Nights is like the most bomb song. There's a new artist named Eloise who's really good. I don't honestly know that I can help her. I just think she's great.
You just love it. You just admire
it. I'll just be front row at a show. I'll just be like, this is amazing.
So seeing as how big of a year you and Billy had this past year, what sort of pressure, if you feel any at all, do you take with you when you go into 2020?
You know what? I think if we'd approached it differently than we did, I'd probably feel a lot of pressure to make some form of second album that like exceeded expectations. But you know what? Like honestly, Billy and I are tough enough to please on a sort of personal level musically that like that's always my primary objective, is just making something that we both really genuinely love.
And make you proud of.
And that carries over into my own solo music too, where it's like, to me, it's like I'm playing hard to please on my own, you know, song, where I'm not really looking for like so much external approval, just because by the time I've gotten to a place where I'm comfortable with it, I'm like, all right, it has to be done. Yeah, it's been really fun so far, and we were already sort of a couple songs into whatever the next.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, we work fast.
I like that. Okay, so you've had such a successful career so far, so much more to come.
Maybe I should be done. Like, you know what I mean?
Just retire, play Simon. And
yeah, go to like optometry school and like make
just do a
full
glasses. 180.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I feel that.
Like make what's called a lateral move. Transfer into a separate industry. You know.
If you weren't a singer, what would you be? If you weren't a singer, producer, anything in the music industry.
Getaway driver. I've never been pulled over ever, and I always drive too fast.
At least you can admit it, you know?
Yeah. And now I'm in like a Target. My car is like bright red, which I've always heard is like the color that gets pulled over.
Yeah.
Like I've always heard if you drive like a mom van, you're fine. Like you could be you go like 120, and they're just like, she's probably pregnant and on their way to the hospital.
She needs to go.
And I've always heard that if you drive like a red sedan, the cops are like, light them up.
Oh my.
Yeah.
But you're good. You've escaped. Nothing's happened so far.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah. I'm honestly picturing you in a mom van, and I kind of want that for you in 2020.
I don't want that for me in 2020. I'm going to stay in the music business. I'm going to forget my lateral moves so I don't have to be in the mom van anymore.
In the music business 2020, what are you most excited for, most looking forward to?
Music business 2020. On a personal level, we're putting out the theme song for this James Bond movie, which I'm pretty pumped about.
So incredible.
Which is pretty exciting. And then I have on my own personal music side some songs coming out this year that I'm really excited about.
Cool. When can we expect that?
I don't quite know, but I think sooner than later. Yeah.
Sooner than later.
Yeah.
We'll take it.
Yeah.
Phineas, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on everything.
Thanks so much.
Thank you all for watching. Make sure you stream all of Phineas's music on the iHeartRadio app. Yep. And we'll see you next time, and he'll be here still playing this game. Bye, guys. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.